Super Final War slammed the fire emoji down on the ground. And the fire emoji got up quickly and then bite Super Final Wars at his neck. Well, at his neck. And started to wrap his body around, crushing him a little bit. It started to snap his neck. Not breaking his neck, but more like disabling him for a little bit. He then slammed him on the ground. I will admit, he gave me one heck of a fight. But it's not enough to beat me. Now, if anyone wants to interrupt me, let me get my power source. Super Final Wars, come on, get up, buddy. Guys, we have to get Rapunzel and Cassandra out of here. But we can't just leave Super Final Wars like this. Well, what do you expect we can do? We barely do crap to him before Super Final Wars arrived. I don't care if we can't do anything. I'm not leaving my boyfriend here so the fire emoji can kill him. Then suddenly, before the fire emoji can use his fire powers, black rocks started to block his path. He then looked and saw that Cassandra and Rapunzel were staring directly at him. Oh, now you guys are wanting to fight me before I kill you? Alright. This is something new. What are you two doing, you idiots? Because you're just what he wants. We know. Fire emoji, we're giving you one last chance to stop this madness. You can live peacefully, and we can all pretend this never happened. If not, prepare to die. As if you can do anything to me. You can land a few hits on me, but you can't properly kill me because you know that the only thing that can defeat me is a good emoji or a celestial dragon. And, well, the great ones left the battlefield apparently, so looks like your best hope on defeating me is dead. You're right. You know what? We surrender. Wait, what? You guys can't be serious. Cassandra summoned black rocks to block Can't Have 3 in the other's path, basically creating a giant cage. We'll give you the Moonstone and Sun Drop, well, basically combining them together, as long as you swear one thing. Okay, what is it that you want? We want you to leave humanity in peace. Let the world live in peace. I don't know. Let me think about that. Do I let the whole world live? In exchange, we'll give you our powers. I don't know. I got a feeling this is some kind of a trick. No tricks. We'll give you what you want, as long as you spare mankind and the whole world. I cannot believe they're going with this. I literally cannot believe they're literally going with this. You guys can't be serious. You can't give him what he wants. If you do, then he'll destroy the whole world. Too bad, Cassandra said. Oh my god, Cassandra... Is Cassandra literally about to turn evil right now? Cassandra, you cannot be serious. You can't give him what he wants. We have to. It's for the safety of the world. But he's just lying to you. If you give him what he wants, then he'll just not go back on his promise and he'll just destroy the whole world. Cassandra and Rapunzel stared directly at the fiery Moogie, looking at him dead in the eyes. So he stared right back. Well, give us a moment. Cassandra took the moonstone off, and Rapunzel did the exact same thing. Alright. Let us combine them together. Take your time. It's not like I'm in a rush or anything. As I really want to get this over with so I can become what I want to become. And just like that, the Moonstone and Sundrop combined together. Cassandra and Rapunzel use whatever little bit of power they have left to lift it up directly above where the fire emoji can actually grab it. Finally! Finally! After all this time, wait a minute. Before the fire emoji can say anything else, as the Moonstone and Sundrop started moving, he tried to catch it, but then Sophanos woke up at the right moment and grabbed it. What? I knew something was familiar. You tricked me. Well, just like Baraki, you fell for the same trick. I have got to learn to not fall for a trick like that. Should have learned from that mistake that Baraki made and just grabbed it immediately. Sophanos stood up, shaking off his wounds. He then stared directly at the sky. I'll tear it out of your chest. The fire emoji launched himself, started biting on Sophanos' chest, trying to rip a large hole in his chest so he can grab the Moonstone and Sundrop. Everyone watched intensely as Sophanos grew 3 times larger than his normal size. They then saw blue and yellow stripes as they saw large spikes coming out. He then grew legs as well. The fire emoji noticed that he grew double and 3 times larger. Wait a minute. And just like that, Sophanos had transformed into a celestial dragon. He grabbed the fire emoji by his throat and slammed him on the ground, roaring pretty loud. His roar was loud enough that he literally shook the entire ground. Now this is more like it, Sophanos said. Finally, now I have legs. Everyone's eyes were widened and their mouths dropped. Holy crap, he's way bigger than a normal-sized celestial dragon. It must have been the Moonstone and Sundrop. They must have doubled his size. And look, he has freaking spikes all around on his entire back. How about we finish off where we started? Sophanos tried to fight the fire emoji, but he got up. They roared at each other. The fire emoji tried to bite him, but Sophanos dodged him and bit him down on his neck and tossed him in the air. When the fire emoji landed, Sophanos started to take off flying. So this is how it feels to fly. Heck yeah. I will admit, it kind of feels weird without wings, but I can get used to it. Pretty sure this is how all my other ancestors felt. and they became a celestial dragon. No, no, no! The fire emoji screamed. This cannot be happening! I was so close! Yeah, you were closer in comparison to Brocky, but not as close in comparison to me. So Fire started flying all the way to the sky. The fire emoji roared out in rage and anger as his hellfire power started to rise out from the ground. So Fire landed on one of the towers of the fire emoji's kingdom. They both roared at each other. Everyone watched this intensely as this fight went on. So Fire concentrated his powers and summoned yellow and black rocks, basically pinning the fire emoji down on the ground. And started ready to penetrate his armor. This really hurts. So Fire then uses Sundrop's power, was to send the fire emoji flying. Now this is power. The fire emoji kept growing more angry. That could have been his power, not Super Final Wars. Could have been quick enough to grab the Moonstone Sundrop. If he was quicker, then he would become the Celestial Dragon. So Fire charged right at him. He tried to grab him, but the fire emoji bit him on his back as he was holding on tightly as Super Fire was still flying. Super Fire didn't feel any pain. The Moonstone was increasing his armor. He was strong enough that he can survive from being hit in the face by a nuke. Okay, so that's how you want to play, huh? Super Fire noticed him biting onto his back. Super Fire managed to shake the fire emoji off, and then grabbed him at the back of his neck. Then started to go a little bit more higher. Well, high enough for he can actually speed you down. Then, at the right moment, he threw the fire emoji back down on the ground. The impact severely hurt him badly. Had enough yet? If you surrender, you can live peacefully, Sir Fireworks said, looking down from the sky. The fireman got up. He was clearly now losing this fight. No, not in 100 years. I will kill you, and I will get my powers. Yeah, you're not gonna last for 100 years. Sir Fireworks used the black rocks to pin him down on the ground again. Let me go! Sir Fireworks started to charge up his fire breath. He shot a fireball. It still looked like fire, just flat up, this orange, but this time it had a blue and yellow ray around it. Oh my god, that's a new type of fire here, Sir Burning Godzilla said. Then just like that, the fireman was on fire instantly. He was burning from the inside. And just like that, he was gone. Take that, traitor, Sir Fireworks said. He looked down, saw his friends, and started flying down, going a little slower since he was no longer in battle. He then landed and looked down on his friends. Well, that was intense.